Tory was stabbed 14 times, including 7 wounds to his back, 4 to his torso, 2 to the back of his head, and 1 to the left side of his face. Both of his lungs collapsed, and he was placed on a breathing apparatus. He is now breathing on his own. Despite being in pain, he is talking normally, in good spirits, and deeply thankful to God that he is pulling through. He also wants to thank everyone for their continued prayers and support. Tory Lanez, prayer emoji, umbrella. Then, not only does that happen, not only does that happen, it gets crazier. Spider Loc pops out with an audio that you just gotta hear. Check it out.
The next came out and bust on the boy Tory. You know, they airlifted him and all that. So you know how that's gonna respond when we come up. We're gonna respond the right way to that.
They laid the yard down.
No, it happened in the building.
What was it over? It was over some. What he had did he have a debt, a gambling debt or something?
Nah, nothing like that. We don't even really know. We don't even know the whole situation, you know.
So it was just like some foul play. So it's finna be up.
Yeah, it's for sure with some foul play.
Damn, cuz. Wasn't nobody right there with him when he went down?
Yeah, I guess nobody wasn't. He was by himself out there. He got a whole tier full of necks. He on a whole tier full of necks.
Wow.
But you already know, once we get off this shit, we put some player on.
I'm already knowing. God damn. You don't know if he gonna be all right or not either, huh?
Nah, we don't know yet. He gonna be all right, though. He gonna pull through, though.
That's right. That's crazy, because I've been out here the whole time he's been going through what he's been going through. I've been feeling like that nigga got railroaded. I hate to see him in that position. I'm glad.
Man, for sure, he got railroaded.
Yeah, he got railroaded. I'm glad that
that's an innocent man in prison, bro.
I believe it, 100%. How he been programming? And he been programming cool.
All he do is program, come outside, work out, play ball, do him.
That's right. I heard it's been cracking up there too. It was a riot the other day, not too long ago.
Yeah, it was I want to say 3 weeks ago it was a riot.
Yeah, I got
2, 3 weeks. He be cracking up here.
Now, they said he had 2 collapsed lungs, and miraculously, within a couple of hours, he was speaking and breathing regularly. But if you just Google if both your lungs collapse, would you be able to speak? That's impossible. Check it out. Both lungs collapse. Speaking will become very difficult, if not impossible, due to the impaired ability to inhale and exhale. A collapsed lung, pneumothorax, severely restricts breathing, and with both lungs involved, the individual would likely be in a critical state, struggling to even breathe, let alone speak. Elaboration, lung function. The lungs are responsible for taking in air, inhaling, and expelling it. Exhaling. This process is vital for breathing and generating the airflow necessary for speech. Collapsed lung. A pneumothorax or collapsed lung occurs when air builds up in the space between a lung and chest wall, preventing the lung from fully expanding. Impact or speech. With both lungs collapsed, the ability to inhale and exhale is significantly impaired. That would make it very difficult, if not impossible, to generate the airflow needed to speak. Life-threatening condition. A collapsed lung can be a life-threatening emergency, especially a tension pneumothorax, where the collapsed lung puts pressure on other organs like the heart. Medical attention. If you suspect a collapsed lung, seek immediate medical attention. Wait. No. It gets interesting too. Don't worry about it. The ability to speak returns relatively quickly after a collapsed lung, often within a few days to 2 weeks, especially if the lung is able to re-expand on its own. The duration can vary depending on the severity of the collapse, the treatment method, and the individual's overall health. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Small pneumothoraxes. These often heal on their own within a week or 2 as the body reabsorbs the air. More severe cases If a chest tube is needed to drain the air, the recovery period might be a little longer, perhaps a few weeks. Recovery times. While speaking ability should return fairly quickly, full recovery from a collapsed lung could take 6 to 8 weeks. Now, as I said in my previous video, bruh, I don't believe that this was the Woods or the essays. I just don't. It just doesn't make sense. Because what happened was something else came about. Check it out. High Desert Factor Roughneck says Whack 100 is trying to cause friction between Mexicans and blacks by saying Tory Lanez was attacked by a Mexican. Roughneck says Tory was attacked due to a personal issue with another individual who is the same race as Tory. Roughneck TV. My homegirls work there as nurses from Victorville. Wack is spinning the narrative big time trying to cause friction between blacks and Mexicans, SMH. It was a personal attack between him and another individual, same race as Tory. This guy Wack did not hear that. Red Siren. Now check this out right here. It says, new info and research from inside sources say Tory Lanez was targeted in prison by Mexicans due to using his wealth to quickly rise to shot caller status, giving his people the upper hand inside. He was allegedly funding inside crimes and putting bags on prisoners.
What's up, Wack?
Yo, Wack in here. Hold on. What's up, Wack?
What you want?
See, they stabbed my boy, huh?
You're
Yeah.
They hit him 3 times, they tell me. Once in the face, the chest, they hit him 3 times. They tried to get him. A Mexican.
How you doing?
Dropout Mexican, too. Shit, he live alive. That motherfucking penitentiary gonna go up when them gates racked on. I don't know what the fuck 1090 Jake was talking about. It couldn't have been nobody from another race. Nigga, when a stabbing happened from another race, they locked the prison down, nigga. That shit ain't gonna go off till they rack them doors. That's crazy. But he said, somebody told me they flipped the yard. So, like, they brought, like, a whole nother prison on the yard. Like, literally. I ain't never experienced that type of shit. That's some new shit. This 50-50 and PC shit they got going on. Like, they had shut one yard down, one prison, take all the inmates, put them on a bus, send them to a whole nother prison, and just release them to the yard. That's some dangerous shit.
They said he was in critical condition. What's going on?
Oh, they're live shit.
That's all I was trying to tell motherfuckers. They like, what we talking about? I'm like, I can only tell y'all what Wack give us. I don't know.
I've been ripping and running all day.
Yeah, I figured. But Anya had came in here and she reaching out to her people too. So Anya gonna come back in here
Who?
too. Anya.
Oh, man, he got stabbed by a Mexican. He got stabbed 3 times on the yard.
Yeah.
They said it was a dropout Mexican, so maybe somebody, I don't know what that's about. That's a little different. Maybe they telling him he can earn his way back. I've been thinking about it. I know he's been helping a lot of people in there with appeals and shit. And I'm wondering, maybe he ain't been looking out for them. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. That's just, I don't know yet, though. I don't know. Maybe he has. I don't know. We know he ain't gonna owe nobody in there. I don't know. Never know. They could been a motherfucker walking around on some bullshit. They could have had words. We ain't that.
Hey, what about extortion gone wrong, Wack? Think you been extorted?
No extortion going on with no nigga, no Mexican, no California penitentiary. You crazy? You got your motherfucking mind? The blacks ain't letting that happen. Not gonna happen.
But the blacks don't extort other blacks in there?
I'm gonna slow it down again for those that's slow. A Mexican stabbed him. The fuck? What you saying fit?
But you can send a hit though.
Huh?
You can send a hit.
Listen. Nah. You need to stay in your lane because we ain't gonna even have this conversation. What you saying don't even make sense. That's like me talking to you about cramps. You think a motherfucking nigga gonna go over here to a Mexican dropout and send a hit back at a nigga? Is that what you saying?
I don't know.
No,
I don't
bro.
know how prison run. I don't know.
I know. Yeah, that's why your theories is crazy. That ain't gonna in California prisons, I don't know other states, that race shit is very territorial. If it's a Mexican nigga that got something that they're gonna make him pay, the Mexicans ain't gonna let the blacks get him or the whites get him. They gonna get him. Ain't gonna happen.
Right, but he in critical condition at this time, right?
Well, that mean he in the hospital.
Yeah, I
So
know
he be
that.
alright. He can't do nothing but fight.
Yeah. Damn. I know for him. Damn.
Critical is critical. Life support is life support. So
Yeah.
he ain't on no motherfucking life support, he alright.
Yeah, he cool. He gonna make
Motherfucker
through.
hit you in the face, in the chest, and some other hit you, they might categorize you as that.
Right. Yep.
Didn't he just win something with an appeal or something?
He ain't got back to court yet. I tell you this, boy, if they reverse that nigga charges, that woman gonna pay. That pain and suffering bill gonna be crazy.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, that's some black on black work, in my opinion. Now I could be wrong, and everything that I said could be 100% wrong. It definitely could. But the fact that they was able to make that call and talk so freely on the phone like that, that right there is kind of off. And the fact that nobody ever reported that the prison was getting shut down, like cats was going on lockdown as precautionary. Come on, bruh. Come on, man. I ain't been to prison, but I know how I go in there. This story ain't making sense to me. To me personally. To me, it ain't making sense that somebody with that high profile, with bread, let's understand, Tory Lanez, he ain't being extorted, but he for surely taking care of some people in there. You telling me that Tory Lanez is up in there, got his money, everything like that, that they gonna let something happen to him? For real? Has Tory Lanez ever been accused of chipping some, as far as dudes go in California, as part of any gang? Tory Lanez has maintained his innocence for a reason. Whether you believe he did or didn't, he has to maintain his innocence. Because if he goes in there with that type of charge on him, bro, that might not be that might not be liked at all. Now, that's not saying that anything will happen to him, because I still think these cats will rock with him. But one thing I know for sure is this don't make any damn sense. It just doesn't. None of this makes any damn sense, bro. I think Tory Lanez got stabbed in his back by somebody, and it did pierce a lung, and that's why he was up there like that. That's why he got that freaking flight there, because, bruh, he has to, or he'll die. I think he had one collapsed lung, and then that's basically it. And I think it probably wasn't even that. I think he had a pierced lung, and it wasn't that crazy, but it was crazy enough to life fight him. That's what I believe. I don't believe that that facility has the medical staff nor the expertise to take care of a collapsed lung. And that's what was going on with Tory Lanez, to me, in my opinion, from everything that's been put out. Because think about it this way. Tory Lanez people put that out. Tory Lanez people are the ones that's doing all the damage control. Some of y'all are so stupid. Like, I swear to whatever high power you believe in, even if you don't, y'all think that the essays could take money from Jay-Z and literally go out there and stab him up? Y'all think that Jay-Z and them has that type of power I keep telling you morons, those of you who believe the conspiracies, if you are being paid to literally do a crime or hide away a crime, you will give that information up as soon as pressed. We're watching this about to happen in the Diddy trial. We found out that he had 6 figures paid out to the security guard to not show the video. And you know what ended up happening? The video came out anyways. None of these people are loyal to a thing if you are paying them money, especially if you are a black paying a Mexican gang. They ain't gonna give a damn about you. There is no way you morons. You know what? I get it. I get it. I ain't even gonna call y'all morons. I'm gonna just call you fans. There's no way you fans who actually think you know something could really believe that. And some of y'all gonna be in the comments, man, no, Shady Nash, you don't know the power of Rock Nation. I know for 1,000,000% facts, ain't no blacks out there that's making no calls from none of that type of stuff is gonna have that type of power at all. Not in no California prison. A nigga from New York? For a Canadian in California? No. No. More than likely, Tory Lanez did something to piss somebody off and they got on his ass. And that's what ended up happening. Or Tory Lanez could have orchestrated the whole thing just to get shipped up out of that prison. I don't believe he's going back. What, he might go to Tracy, go to Folsom, something like that. I don't know, bro. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Maybe Tory Lanez was getting extorted by that gang that he was claiming in there. I'm not going to say which one. A lot of people know it, but maybe he feel like, shoot, it's time to get up out of there. But Tory Lanez, if that's true, nigga, once you in, ain't no out. It don't matter where you come from. Once you put on that motherfucking jacket on your back, bro, ain't no prisons in California going to keep you safe. You might want to get transferred to a whole entire other state if it's possible. So nah, man, I'm not seeing it. I'm not believing it with this Mexican stabbed up Tory Lanez. It just does not make any sense. Now, I could be wrong. And tomorrow it could pop off. It could go up in that prison. It could. It's very possible. Shady Nash could be 100% wrong in what he's thinking about. And if that's true, then so be it. I'll be wrong. But right now, bro, I'm just not seeing it. It just does not make sense. My brown eyes don't lie. Just going to keep it authentic with you. But we will see. It's no rush to judgment. But hey, man, check it out. Hit right there to check out that Diddy trial, bro. Did he do it? Did he not? I read the whole entire transcripts for y'all so you don't have to. Enjoy the rest of your day.